must win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bruins offense will go to work first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
So now it's second and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
He's marked down at the 28. Brings up.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Peels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Missouri's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Dumps it to the back. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And the quick shuffle pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got his man on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. At the 45 on its way. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to keep it in the air. With the catch, it's Green. He's stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll down this one at about the 40. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And he's still running after the move. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Cal. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Makes the grab. It's Green. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that deep tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive line.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Got a man. It's Clark. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport. He's got it on the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
Turning it on! Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few.
Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play action fake. Buys a little time with his feet. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to get it in. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Back swinging with the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 11 over Cal. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. He now has 53 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Shakes off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Flores. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision on it. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Guard in the backfield. It's Jordan. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Madison. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. That's caught. It's Terry. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We got a time. Late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead sliced to 3 at 16-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wants to fire on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fakes to grab.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. He's tackled at the 47.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Might be calling a hot route. The give from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. This time they'll go to the running game. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. On the move. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that 1st half. Getting a sack right away on the opening play of the 3rd quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
It's incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by a field goal over Cal. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is all.
There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home. argue. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the move, it's Clark. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Going to take a shot. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work,
turning it on. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete on the comeback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The RPO fired complete to the left. They stop it short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hands it off on the counter. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stop it short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
UCLA.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
25.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Return runs out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Yeah, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
With the catch, it's Flores. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Grab, go to the middle. It's Flores. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
That makes the score Missouri 34, UCLA 28.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to